Welcome everyone to the fitness class brought to you by Jeff and Alfie from TrueMobility Fitness. Here's what you're going to need to do the class today. First of all, you should make sure you have at least 1 or 2 Therabands. In the class, we always say use a lighter band or use a heavier band, so you can either have a red and a green or a green and a blue. If you prefer to have just 1 Theraband, that's also fine. At the same time, we have to think about safety first. So make sure there are no tripping hazards around your chair. The chair you're going to use needs to be fairly solid as well. Now this is going to be the breakdown of the exercise class. This is as close to a level 2 class as we can have. It's going to start off with a series of mobility exercises to warm the body up. Then we're going to get into the first round of strength-based exercises, a short break. We'll have another round of strength-based exercises, another short break, and then we'll finish off with some agility and balance, and we'll be all done for the workout. Let's start off with the mobility exercises. We'll do some marching on the spot for 60 seconds. Let's get the knees moving up and down. Try to stay on your toes. This is going to loosen up all the joints in the leg area, and this will at the same time get the blood flowing in the lower half of the body. Let's keep marching. Let's see another 15 seconds. Okay, so now you can sit back in your chairs, and we're going to do the lift and rotate for the legs. So let's take the right knee, we're going to lift it up nice and high. We extend the foot in front. Let's do an ankle rotation. We bring the knee back and return and down. Again, knee up, extend, rotate, return, down, up, extend, rotate, return, and down. Let's switch over to the left leg. Knee up, extend, rotate, return, down, up, extend, rotate, return, down, and up, extend, rotate, return, and down. Let's bring our bodies to an upright position. We want to have the spine nice and straight. And we're going to do a chest stretch. So let's get the arms together in front, having the elbows fairly elevated. And let's pull the arms all the way back as far as we can. We want to ensure that the elbows are fairly high as we pull back and hold. And let's bring the elbows back together. And again, all the way back as we stretch. And return. Back and stretch. And return. And let's get the hands to the lap once again. Now we're going to be doing a neck stretch. So let's tilt the head onto the left shoulder. We're going to drop the right shoulder down, taking the right hand and reaching all the way down to the floor to accentuate that stretch along the side of the neck. And keeping the ear to the shoulder, let's bring the chin down toward the chest, and you should feel the stretch moving to the back of the neck. And let's return to neutral, placing the hand on the lap. Now we switch over to the other side, tilting the head on the right shoulder, left shoulder dropping, left hand reaching down toward the floor. And then we tilt forward with the chin so that you feel that stretch moving to the back of the neck. And return to neutral with the hand to the lap. Let's do a neck rotation, turning and looking over the left shoulder as far as we can. And let's change directions as we look over the opposite shoulder. And again to the left. And to the right. Now we're all going to stand on the left side of our chairs. Be careful when you stand up, making sure that you keep one hand on the chair so that you don't fall. And we will be doing some hip rotations of the left leg. Let's do 5 large circles. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Reverse direction. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Let's switch sides on the chair, standing on the right side now, doing the hip rotations. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Reverse direction. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Now let's stand directly behind our chairs for the standing good morning. We're going to place the hands on the hips. We want to keep the spine nice and straight, and we're going to bend at the hips, tilting forward as far as you can. You should feel a stretch in the back of the legs as we hold position. And let's come all the way up tall. And again, we tilt and stretch. All the way up. Tilt and stretch. All the way up. And we'll finish off our warm-up with a lateral stretch. We can keep the hands on the hips, and we're going to tilt our bodies to the left. You should feel a stretch all along the side of the body. And let's switch over to the opposite side as we stretch. And again to the left. And to the right. And one more time to the left. And to the right. Okay, let's return to our chairs. Now that the body is all warmed up, let's get started with our strength-based exercises. The first one is called the resisted knee raise, and that's basically this movement here. And what we're going to be doing is focusing on our quad muscles as well as our hip flexor muscles. So let's take hold of the lighter of the 2 bands. And we're going to slide ourselves toward the edge of our chairs in a comfortable position. We want to have the feet together, knees together, and let's take the band and place it under the knee area. We're going to cross the band on top of the knees. Let's take hold with both hands just like this. And what we're going to do here is tighten up the band and then place the hands on both sides of the knees. Please ensure that your back is straight as well before performing this exercise. And why don't we start off with that right leg? We're going to raise that knee up nice and high as best as you can. And then we return to neutral. And again, we bring it all the way up. And return. All the way up. And return. We exhale and inhale. And exhale and inhale. Three more. 2. Last one. Okay, let's switch over to the other leg. Left knee, all the way up, and return, and up, and return, and again, and return. Exhale, and inhale, and exhale, and inhale. 3 more, and 2. Last one. Excellent. Okay, let's remove the band from under the knees, and we're going to be focusing on the shoulder area now. This one is called the external rotation. We're still going to be using the lighter of the 2 bands, and the external rotation exercise works on your shoulder stabilizers. This is quite an important exercise. So what we want to do is have a narrow underhand grip. We're going to place the band, or place the elbows I should say, on both sides of the body, tucked in, and let's have our hands closed in like this. We want to make sure that the spine is nice and straight, and then while keeping the elbows against the body, we're going to pull wide with the hands as far as we can get. We want to pinch the shoulder blades together, and then we return to neutral positioning. And again, we pull wide, and return, and wide, and return. We exhale, and inhale, and exhale, and inhale. Let's see, 3 more, and 2. Last one. Great. Okay. This next exercise is the seated row. For this one, we're going to switch over to the heavier band. We're working with our strong back muscles. So, we're still sitting at the edge of our chairs. What we're going to do here is extend the legs in front. We want to take our exercise band and place it under the midpoint of the feet. If you want to increase the tension, you're welcome to slide your hands further down on the band to make it a little bit more difficult. Now let's turn our attention to our back, making sure the spine is nice and straight. And as you can see, my arms are straight as well. Are we all set? And let's draw the elbows all the way back, shoulders coming back, and we pinch the shoulder blades together. We return to neutral as we extend the arms. And again, we pull all the way back, pinching the shoulder blades, and return, all the way back, and return. We exhale, and inhale, and exhale, and inhale. Let's see, 3 more, and 2. Last one. Beautiful. Okay, let's remove the band from around the feet. We're going to put the band aside for a moment. We're going to be returning to our leg exercises. This one here is the narrow squat. So for this exercise, you can slide yourself a little bit more deeply into your chair. For this one, we want to have the feet together. And if you have armrests on your chair, you can use that to assist as well. Okay? Now, let's all stand up to get ourselves in position. If you feel you need to have a chair in front of you as well, you're welcome to do that. That would help with balance. Are we all set? We extend the hands in front. We bring the butt back, coming close to the chair as we bend the knees, coming into position as low as you can. And we come all the way up tall, arms to the side, standing tall. And again, we come down and return. And again, and return. We inhale and exhale. And inhale And exhale. Let's see, 3 more. And 2. Last one. Okay, let's give our legs a rest and we'll have a seat. And we're going to return to our shoulder exercises now. Let's take hold of the lighter of the 2 bands. We're going to do an exercise called the forward pull. So what we want to do here, we want to have an overhand grip. The hands are about shoulder width apart. First of all, let's make sure that the spine is nice and straight. And keeping the arms straight, we pull nice and wide. The band comes right to the chest area. Keeping that back straight, we return to neutral with the hands in front. And again, we pull wide and return. And again, and return. We exhale and inhale. And exhale and inhale. Let's see, 3 more. And 2. Last one. Excellent. Okay. Now we switch over to the lighter of the 2 bands. We're going to be doing the single arm pull down. So this one you should be familiar with. It's as if you have a bow and arrow and you're going to be pulling all the way into the sky like this. So let's take hold of our bands. We want to have a nice narrow grip, both overhand. And with the left arm, we're going to bring it all the way up as best as you can. If you have shoulder restriction, you can also go in front. Okay, you have to do whatever you're capable of. So that left arm's overhead, the right arm is in position. And with that right arm, we're going to pull down to the shoulder area. And we return to neutral. And again, we pull it down. And return, and down, and return. Exhale, and inhale. And exhale, and inhale. Three more. And 2. Last one. Okay, let's switch over to the other side. This time we're taking the right arm overhead, left hand in position, and we pull down to the shoulder and return, again, and return, and down, and return. We exhale and inhale, and exhale, and inhale. Three more. And 2. Last one. Excellent. Okay, let's put the bands aside. We're going to take a short break here, but before that, let's take a nice deep breath. First things first, we want to make sure that the spine is nice and straight. We can place the hands on the lap. And we inhale deeply. And hold. And exhale. Okay, now you can take the opportunity to have some water, and then we'll get into round 2 of the strength exercises. Be sure to have your water. I'm watching you. So let's get into round 2 of the strength exercises. What we're going to do here is a side raise. It's a standing exercise for the glute medius. So let's all stand behind our chairs. Making sure you're holding onto your chair. The glute medius muscle is just on the side hip area here. We want to make sure that's nice and strong. So we'll take the right leg and we're going to bring the heel over to the side and we return to neutral. Try to keep that foot elevated off the ground as you perform this exercise. We're bringing it over to the side once again and return, and to the side and return. We exhale and inhale, and exhale and inhale. Let's see, 3 more, and 2. Last one. Okay, let's do the same thing with the other side. Ready, ready. Left leg over to the side, and return, and again, and return, to the side, and return. We exhale, and inhale, and exhale, and inhale. Three more, and 2. Last one. Excellent. Let's come around to our chairs and we'll have a seat. So now we're going to be doing the biceps curl. What we want to do is take hold of the heavier of the 2 bands. We're going to slide ourselves to the edge of our chairs. And as far as foot positioning, we want to be about hip width apart. We're going to place our bands under the midpoint of the feet. And regarding hand positioning, we want to have the band coming out from the bottom of the hands like this. And now we're going to turn our attention to our positioning. We want to have the spine nice and straight, shoulders back, and the palms are facing the inside with the arms straight. So this is our neutral position. Now let's bend at the elbows, coming all the way up to shoulder height, and then we return to neutral. And again, we curl it up, and return. And again, and return. We exhale, and inhale, and exhale, and inhale. Do a check-in on your spine, making sure you're keeping proper posture throughout the exercise. Let's see, 3 more, and 2. Last one. Excellent. Okay, what we're going to do here, we're just going to lift the heels up and allow the band to slide under the knees. We're going to cross the band on top. We're doing the tricep extension. So that's going to be this movement here with the arms, working on the back of the arms. Pay attention to your elbow positioning because you do not want to be moving the arm back and forth. It's just a movement of the forearm area just like this. So let's get our hands in position. As you can see, the band is crossed in front, the back is straight, the elbows are wide, and then we pull wide with the hands and return. And again, and return, pulling wide, and return. We exhale, and inhale, and exhale, and inhale. Let's see, 3 more, and 2. Last one. Excellent. Okay, We're going to give the arms a rest as we return to our leg exercise. Let's put our bands aside. We're going to slide ourselves all the way into our chairs. This is a variation of a seated leg raise. You're going to feel the muscles of the quads and the hip flexors working as you perform this exercise. This is one of your favorites. Everybody talks about this one. Let's extend that right leg in front, nice and straight. We're going to keep that leg nice and straight throughout. Now what we want to do is lift the foot up as high as we can. We bring it over to the side. We bring it down and return to neutral. Again, we bring it up to the side, down, return. Up, side, down, return. Exhale and inhale. And exhale and inhale. Let's see, 3 more. And 2. Last one. See, I told you would love it. Let's switch over to the other side now. Left leg extended. We take it up, out, down, inside. Up, out, down. Inside, up, out, down, inside. Exhale and inhale. And exhale and inhale. Let's see, 3 more. And 2. Last one. Okay, let's bring the leg back to neutral. We're sitting in an upright position. And we're going to give our legs a bit of a break. We're going to focus on the core muscles now. Not all of you are familiar with this one. It's called the elevator. Okay? This exercise actually works on the transverse abdominis. It's a muscle that's actually under the abdominals. Very important muscle group. So, what we want to do to start off, making sure we are sitting upright, we're going to have one hand placed on the stomach. And what we want to do is imagine that we're going up an apartment building and it has 6 floors. So we're starting off on the first floor, in the lobby that is, and we want to have the stomach sticking out as far as we can. So you want to be able to feel the stomach moving under your hand as you perform this exercise. So we're in the elevator. And let's go to the second floor. We're going to draw the belly button into the spine as we tighten the muscles just a little bit. And then we go to the third floor as we bring the belly button in a little bit more. The stomach should be flat at this point in time. Let's go to the fourth floor, drawing up even tighter. And the fifth floor, nice and tight. And let's go to the sixth floor. The stomach should be tight as possible, activating all those muscles. And let's return to the fifth floor, relaxing the stomach just a little bit. Fourth floor, a little bit more. Third floor, we're in neutral position with the stomach. Second floor, the stomach is sticking out a little bit. And ground floor, the muscles of the stomach are completely relaxed. Hey, let's go up in the building one more time. So, first floor, we go to the second floor, a little bit tighter. Third floor, even tighter. Let's go third floor. Your stomach should be in neutral positioning. Or we're already on the fourth floor. Fourth floor, my mistake. Keep those muscles tight. Fifth floor, even tighter. Sixth floor, drawing the belly button into the spine as tightly as you can. Let's go to the fifth floor, relaxing those muscles just a little bit. And then fourth floor. Third, we're in neutral. Relaxing even more as the stomach comes out to the second floor. And completely relaxed on the ground floor. Excellent. So there's two parts to this exercise. One is awareness, the other part is strength. So you may not feel those muscles working, but as you continue working on this exercise, you will slowly develop the awareness of those muscles. And as you develop the awareness, you're going to feel those muscles getting stronger. And it helps support the spine when we're lifting heavy objects. Okay, so let's take hold of our exercise bands. And we're going to do an exercise called the cable crossover. We're going to slide ourselves to the edge of our chairs. The feet are about hip width apart. And let's place the band under the knee area. And we have the arms underhand grip just like this. And we're going to bring the hands to the side. Okay, as you can see, my hands are at about shoulder height, elbows are wide. And what we want to do here is we're going to bring the hands and we cross in front. This will activate the chest muscles. And then we return to neutral, keeping the spine nice and straight. We cross once again. And return. And again, we cross and return. We exhale and inhale. And exhale and inhale. This movement is all about the movement of the elbows as they cross and return. Keep that spine nice and straight. Let's see, 2 more. Last one. Excellent. Okay, let's put the bands aside. We're going to take another short break here. First thing we want to do is take a deep breath. Making sure that the spine is straight, hands are resting on the lap. And we inhale deeply. And hold. And exhale. And let's give ourselves a minute to have some water, and then we'll get into the agility and balance segment to finish off. Delish. So now we're going to be doing the agility and balance segment of the program. So let's start off with our agility exercise. We're going to slide ourselves to the edge of our chairs. We have the feet close together, and we're going to do a little toe tapping. I'm sure you're all familiar with this one. Let's go left and right toe tapping. Not too fast to start. And you want to make sure that you remain on your toes and not let your heels touch the ground. Otherwise, it's not called toe tapping, is it? Let's go wide. And let's go narrow as we speed it up. Making sure that your body is upright, core is engaged in the activity. Let's go wide. Let's go narrow, even faster. Let's go wide. And narrow, as fast as you can. And wide. And relax your legs. Okay, so now that your legs are all fired up, let's do some balance work. We're going to be standing behind our chairs. So the first thing we're going to do here, balancing on the tiptoes. So let's talk about safety. As I said earlier, you want to make sure that you have a solid chair. Let's have the hands resting on top of the chair. Let's get the feet close together. Now, if you don't have a chair that's going to be heavy enough, you can also use the kitchen sink. You can just hold on like that. That's fairly solid. We're going to get all the way up on the tiptoes as high as we can. And we want to relax our grip just a little bit, balancing and counting to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's come down. Let's bring the feet into a shoulder width position. And let's get all the way up on the tiptoes once again, making sure that we have a steady positioning. We relax the grip. And this time we're going to turn and look to the left. And then to the right. Again to the left. And to the right. And to the left. And the right. And let's come all the way down. Let's place our feet to neutral positioning. We are going to practice balancing on one foot. We raise the right foot just above the carpet. And what we want to do with the other leg is a slight bend to the knee to increase stability. We relax our grip and we count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Both feet to the floor, hands to the chair. Let's switch over here, raising the left foot just above the carpet, right knee slightly bent. Relax the grip, and counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Both feet to the floor, hands to the chair. Now we're going to do the heel to toe exercise. So I will demonstrate from the side so you can see what we're doing. We're going to have 1 foot forward and 1 foot back, heel to toe positioning. It should be as straight of a line as possible. So let's take the right foot forward and we'll take the left foot directly behind. We want to steady the body, relax the grip, and we're going to bend the knees as we bring the body down just a little bit. We shift our weight to the back foot, shifting our weight to the front foot. Return to neutral, standing tall, hands to the chair. Let's switch over here. Left foot forward, right foot back. We relax the grip. Keeping that body steady, we bend the knees as we come down. Shifting our weight to the back foot. Shifting our weight to the front foot. Return to neutral, standing tall, hands to chair. Okay. Let's all have a seat and we'll finish off the program. So, sitting upright, we'll take a deep breath, making sure that the spine is straight. And we inhale deeply. And hold. And exhale. So that is the end of the workout, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. Thanks for participating and putting in your best effort. We really appreciate it. And hopefully we see you all soon. Thanks again.